I joined Peace Corps because I knew I wanted to work abroad, and I also knew that I wanted to do something that would matter, and Peace Corps was the best of both worlds.
I felt a passion to do some kind of service in the world and to be a part of something bigger than myself.
I needed this as part of my life's journey. I was like, I can't go into a career, I can't have a family, I can't do anything I want to do because I haven't lived with other people and seen other parts of the world that I wouldn't have normally seen.
As a young kid, a lot of people really went the extra mile to give me the opportunities to get me to this point where I was able to succeed for myself, and I wanted to return the favor and be a resource to provide opportunities to other children like I had.
I thought this was the best way to actually serve people.
And I thought it was a great way to see part of the world and meet incredible people like I've done so far.
And I think a lot of travel opportunities, service projects that are shorter term, you don't get the full impact and you don't really make a lasting impact the way Peace Corps does. Because when you travel for short amounts of time, you don't get to integrate into the community, you don't get to spend time with the people, you don't get to learn why people do the things they do the way that we do with Peace Corps.
I've worked at the same place for over 30 years and I was ready for a change, and I wanted to try teaching in a different context and different culture, and I loved doing Peace Corps the first time.
As humans, we're just meant to be here to share our knowledge and love with each other, and I thought the Peace Corps was the best way for me to do that.
Peace Corps has actually been about a 10-year dream, so now I'm finally here.
When we first got off the plane and we're driving from the airport over to the center, it really just felt like home looking around, and I knew that this was where I was supposed to be for 2 years.
I think just the people is really what I'm loving so far, meeting new people and the friendliness of everybody.
From my fellow trainees to the LCFs to the resource volunteers, I've just been amazed with how great everyone has been.
Different backgrounds and different walks of life all can share something in common, and I'm really excited to expand more on that and to meet more people that share that similar passion. And then of course being here has just been incredible. So
Namibia is beautiful. It's been refreshing for me because it's different, but it's also something that I'm not anxious about. I'm not having trouble adjusting because it's so calm, but it has so much to offer.
I think education is incredibly important, and I value knowledge. So anywhere I can spread that and teach students is something I want to do.
In education, they say education is basically a teacher teaching you a subject, but I feel like they do much more beyond that. They actually inspire you to be a better person, and it's just they impact you and influence you forever. It's not just a temporary thing, it lasts for a lifetime.
If I could just show one learner, especially young girls, just different role models, that's very important to me.
I like to think that education is liberation, and the more you know, the more you can do to free yourself and give yourself more options in life.
So education for me is more like a search for equality and get everybody an equal opportunity to learn.
It's a lot about building relationships with kids, inspiring them to become more than they are right now.
Teaching is about building people and giving people opportunities to learn and grow and find who they are.
My biggest surprise is loving my two host sisters as much as I do. I'm not a huge, small human person, and they are my light. And every day, Faith runs at me and it's like, Anna's home, and I get to scoop her up and swing her around, and it gives me so much joy. So I've unlocked this bit of a sappy person that I didn't know existed, and that's been pretty great.
I have a little sister, she's 2 years old, and she's just like a tornado running around the house, so it always keeps it interesting. My host mom, Ina's just been great. She's always really loving and supportive. And my host dad, Harold, he's just been tremendous since day one.
They told me so much about their culture, and I shared mine as well. It's just been an overall great experience. They kind of spoil me, and they kind of basically treat me like their own child. It's amazing.
My group did projects on Old Location and Katatura, which were in Windhoek, and we went to Heroes Acre, where many of the heroes and heroines from the fight for independence are buried or like remembered there. So that was just really cool to see that and feel the connection after researching some of those people.
I think when we went to the museum and just the art that portrayed, you know, everything that occurred and just gaining independence, that hit really hard.
I would say PSD has been quite busy.
There's so much going on every day, so I get pretty tired when I get home, but I've been learning a lot, so that's been good.
Just have to go with it, like go with whatever happens and try your best to be okay with it.
Roll with the punches, that's what Peace Corps is all about. It's kind of thinking on your feet and adapting.
Now I'm thinking of that thing that Kevin said, that the one constant of Peace Corps is change. And I think that's true for life in general. Change is inevitable, but if you can find a way to make change work for you and people you're close to, then change hopefully won't be so scary.
Culture Day for me was amazing. I was so excited to be dressed in traditional Oshiwambo attire. Our entire group had the hot pink and black wardrobe, and we danced traditional dances, and we got to see how the traditional foods are made and then obviously share them afterwards. So it was great to not only see the culture behind the language that I'm learning, but then to also see the culture behind the languages that everyone else is learning as well.
So Andrew, Dylan, and I all really wanted to kill the goat. It's like, no, this year it's gonna be me, like I have to do this.
I thought killing the goat was a good learning experience. I think Jefta and his narration and his instructions were really helpful, and it was really cool to see something that's an important part of daily life and culture in Namibia and in Herero culture specifically, and so I really enjoyed learning about that process.
It's great to have a Namibian staff member who really understands the language and the culture to be teaching us.
Learning language, it's so much fun. It's really difficult, but it's also, like, I look forward to it every day we have it, and on the days where it gets canceled or it's just like not scheduled, I really miss it.
Learning a new language is difficult, but Beverly has made it quite fun, and she's made it easy to learn, or she's made it more desirable to learn. She can be intense, and she can be hard on you, but you know, that's a part of her teaching style, and it's just the Oshi Herero way.
Paul is so funny because everybody thinks he's so shy, and then when you get to know him, he's like one of the funniest people I've ever met, and he'll always like compose songs for us and find fun ways to teach us new things, and I've really enjoyed getting close with my language group.
Peace Corps staff in Namibia is unmatched by any other country.
Everyone's amazing. The teachers, Ulrich and Sasha and Kaiko and Paulina, John, I mean, I'm not gonna name everyone, but yeah, they're amazing.
All the trainees here are really amazing, and we're all gonna do really great work, I think.